Good afternoon. How are you all? So this afternoon I am prepping for our workshop on Sunday. If you were watching a couple of days ago, I made goat cheese with goat milk. So just UHT milk. This is the finished product. I'm going to roll it out. So I ended up with 200 grams of cheese. So if you buy goat cheese, it's about $10 for 150 grams. This costs me $4.50 for 200 grams. It's so simple to make. Easy, easy, easy. If you would like the recipe, let me know and I'll pop it into the comments, because the recipe is on Cookie Dough, but I use the fermentation mode on the TM7, and you can do that also on your TM6. So if you want that recipe, you can follow the Cookie Dough recipe. You won't need to do the fermentation. They put it into a thermoserver. It's a little bit of a different process, but I find that fermenting it overnight for 12 hours in your TM6 or your TM7 works the best. So I'm going to flip the screen and we're going to roll this out. The other thing I'm going to do today, I'm making some brown sugar. Have you ever made your own brown sugar? Super easy, okay? 2 ingredients. And the third thing I'm going to get on to cook is my ghee. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I make my own ghee all the time, and I need to make some more ready for this workshop on Sunday. If you'd like more details about the workshop on Sunday and you live local to the Bayside of Wynnum, Manly area, or you want to come over the bridge or come for a drive, let me know. We still have a couple of places available. So it's going to be a jam-packed workshop. Okay, so I'm going to flip the screen and I'm going to garnish off my goat cheese. Now with your goat cheese, you need non-iodized salt. What is that, I ask you here? I hear you ask. Non-iodized salt is sea salt. It's got no iodine in it. So, and I'm not really sure. I'd love to know. Who knows why you would need non-iodized salt? But that's what the recipe asks for. So I've got this beautiful non-iodized salt to put into my goat cheese, and I've got some dill to roll it in. So let's flip the screen, and there we go. Flip the screen and we'll get ready to roll this out. So I'm just going to get a fork, and I'm going to, no, I'm not going to get a fork. Yes, I am. I've just realised I've got to get one out of the dishwasher. I've put my camera on the drawer and I can't open the drawer. So I need a good pinch of non-iodized salt. I'll mix that together. Then I'm going to roll that out. So that's how goat cheese should look. Okay. So I'll get out the way. Get out the way, get out the way. So cream cheese, basically, it looks like. And it tastes delicious. So I'm just going to put that onto my baking paper. And I just realised I also need a spatula. Okay, what's on the menu for you guys today? I don't know what's for dinner at this point in time because I'm prepping for the workshop today, and tomorrow I'm going to be making crackers and I'm going to make ricotta ready for the workshop. So at the moment, I don't know if you realise there's a big shortage of cottage cheese. I'm not sure what is going on, but there's a few cheats cottage cheese recipes going around, and to be really honest with you, from what I can see of these cheat cottage cheese recipes, they're essentially ricotta. If you want to make cottage cheese, you need a few unusual ingredients, which I don't know where you'd buy them from. You'd need to go to a cheese shop. So I'm going to take a photo of this once I've finished it, and let's roll that in our dill. So I love goat's cheese and dill. It's like a match made in heaven. So I had quite a few people reach out to me and said, where's the finish of the goat cheese? I said, it's coming, it's coming. Ran out of time yesterday. So just roll that in the dill. How's that? That looks pretty good. So I'm going to roll that up and put that back into the fridge so that it sets nice and firm. It is a soft cheese, okay? So then I'm going to bring my Thermomix forward and I'm going to make my brown sugar, okay? Brown sugar, honey. Super, super easy. Let's go back here, come into my week. Today, actually, I think I had it in for tomorrow. Maybe I didn't. No, there it is. Make your own brown sugar. So this is another one of my recipes that I have imported, but it's so easy. You don't even really need a recipe. I'm going to double this. I'm going to do 400 grams of raw sugar and I'm going to add my molasses. So the molasses is easily available in the supermarket, or you can go to places like Source Bulk Foods and get it there as well. It reminds me of my childhood. Molasses, I don't know why, it's just the smell. You know, some things, a smell will remind you of your childhood. So the workshop on Sunday, when you come along, you will get a container of my chicken salt as well. That's our little gift to you. So I'm going to do 400 grams, take a little bit of that out. I'm just going to do double because what we're doing is using the brown sugar for. We're making caramel fudge. Oh, look at that. Spot on. I love that when that happens. So tick that off, and I need 50 grams of unsulfured molasses. So I did a workshop for some cake ladies a few months ago, and I had that left over. So then all we need to do is put our lid on and 15 seconds, speed 4. Then I just need to find a container to put it in. Here's one I prepared earlier. Perfect. All done. How easy is that? So that there is your brown sugar. Now you can add a bit more molasses if you want a darker brown sugar. So just lift and move you back a bit. So that, who knew how easy it was to make your own brown sugar? Isn't that insane? Don't you just love, love, love your Thermomix? Anyway, I will pour the rest of that out in a moment. Actually, I'll pour that out now. And then I'm going to go on and make my ghee. Again, another one of my own recipes. The ghee recipe is on Cookie Dough, but we're going to come back here, come back to my week. And what day did I put it in? I put it in for today, wasn't it? Yep, here it is. Now, again, this recipe is on Cookie Dough, but it is so, so simple. I've adjusted it to be one step only, okay? So we're going to start. The recipe asks for 500 grams of organic or grass-fed, unsalted, not insulted, unsalted butter, Okay, so I use, the one I particularly like is, oh gosh, actually, let me pour it out onto the bowl, and basically just, I've got more than 500 because I often do a bigger batch. Cut it up into cubes like that, and this is the brand that I usually buy. I prefer, this is a New Zealand butter, and it's grass-fed. You can use Aldi organic, that works really well as well. So essentially what we need to do is tick that off, right, put my lid on, and away we go. So it's going to go for 90 minutes, 99 minutes I usually do it for, and that's it. That's all you need to do. And then at the end, you pour into a jar and you're left with beautiful clarified butter. This is great. I make, I'll come back and talk to you this way. I make a garlic ghee, so I will get my herbs and my garlic and I will add it to this ghee, and it keeps for absolute months and months. You can keep it in the fridge or keep it on your counter because the milk protein has been taken out of it. It just stays on your bench. You don't have to worry about it going rancid like your butter. So look for an organic or a grass-fed butter. Just as a little FYI, if you didn't know, but all New Zealand dairy is naturally grass-fed. None of their stuff is fed with grain. There you go. So they're my quick little tips. Tomorrow is going to be crackers and ricotta cheese and whatever else I've forgotten to make ready for the workshop on Sunday. Anyway, if you have any questions, please pop in the comments. But remember, have a go at making your own brown sugar. So 2 ingredients, dead easy, okay? Okay, oh, the other thing is sugar and molasses has an endless use-by date. It just lasts forever and ever. It's a bit like salt. Salt is your preservative. So anyway, catch up with you all on the flip side. If you're watching this again later, please #replay, and I'll see you all tomorrow.